Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your board. P Funk, thinking right here in my living room in the wee hours of the morning where I do what I do for you. This morning I got a good lesson for you, a throwback, so to speak. Okay, let's go. Rather than 25 rules to live by, storytelling, story with a message, message in a story for life. Again, life lessons. I'm giving them. You tune in and receive them. I'm going to keep giving them. Let's go. Right thinking mission is to enlighten you, inspire and motivate, inspire and educate and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little better. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual disciplines daily that will help guide you and attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka knowing thyself. That's the goal of right thinkers. And after the mission statement, I got to ask the question: do you know you? Know thyself was left by our ancestors. I take that serious. So let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows not, know that they know not is simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous. Just avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. Most people are this time in the morning. It's okay. But my job is to awaken you. I have the spiritual knowledge that can do that. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I got you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Maya, be true. That's important to keep balance in your life. Life is like riding that bike, the proverbial bike. You got to keep it upright, you got to keep the balance, and you got to keep moving. Never standing still. Movement is essential to life. Today, right thinkers, let's talk about what I call family issues. I'm saying this because when you have family issues, it's no different than nobody else, but you still got certain things you need to do to work it out. So let's go with how we deal with the family issues, okay? It'll work in any other scenario, but I want to use family because it's important. We seem to not be able to work it out within family. So let me give you a little lesson on that one that I learned. Okay. First thing is respect is a must on both sides. You got to give as well as expect to receive respect. You ain't going past square one without that. If you don't plan to respect each other, don't even sit down, don't even come together, because without respect, it won't get started. So that's the priority one, respect. Next thing is listen to each other. We want to always express ourselves. A lot of times we don't want to listen, but it's important that the person is expressing himself. You should be listening. Next one is speak only on the issues that you have. I don't need to know about he say, she say, who shot John. If we got an issue between you and I, let's address that issue. I could care less about other stuff. That's important also. Reach an agreement that you both will abide by. If you're going to talk, for however long you talk, I'm going to listen. But that's got to be both ways. Remember, agree to be on the same accord. Don't agree to disagree. That's a waste of time. Family. Hold yourself accountable. If you're sitting and your brother or sister is wilding, don't wow. Acquiesce to the situation. Hopefully they'll understand. But if it's not understood, it won't work. Okay. Next one is how to get along. Easier said than done. But personally, be prepared to put in the work needed to be done to get the situation taken care of. Do your best to take care of the problem, not egg it on, not to persist in it. Solving the problem meaning you're going to have to acquiesce and give in to a few things. That's okay. That's what you have to do to get along. Be honest in all your dealings. Always be fair. Don't want more than what is due to you. Don't take the short. I got to eat that. I got to put up with. No, you're not doing nothing. But remember, we're doing this from a respectful level, so you don't have to do anything. The next one is Be on the same wavelength. We come to take care of the problem, not to persist in it. Be diligent to the cause so that you can make it work. If both of us feel the same way about making it work, we're going to come to an agreement. We're going to take care of it. But if you're not on that wavelength, if you ain't on the same page, it's going to be the same thing. We're not going to get nothing done. This is the thing I'm trying to give you heads up to get it done. We know what don't get it done. We know how it don't work. Excuse me. Be loyal and respectful to each other, not just yourself. If we're family, certain things should go unspoken. But if we got to talk about how we got to be, that's fine. Clear the air, move on. Next one is show love. Always be willing to give of yourself. Put the time in, put the work in, whatever. Always just be willing. Most time we ain't willing. Always stay on the side of, this is my favorite, I'm going to do what's right. I don't care what you say, do or feel. I'm going to do the right thing. That means I'm going to sit down, I'm going to acquiesce myself, I'm going to conduct myself in a respectful manner. Now let's take care of the problem. Never mind who's doing, what they ain't doing. Let's take care of the problem. Always give, never take. I don't want nothing from you, but what you're going to give me hopefully is respect. Because I got nothing for you, but the same thing in return. If not, we got nothing. It's fair exchange in a robbery. Always treat them the way you want to be treated. That's the biggest problem with most of us. We want what we want, but we ain't willing to give the other person. The other person wants something too. Be willing to accept and understand that and do that. That's how you take care of problems in-house. Always imply right thinking. Obviously, we didn't do that, or we wouldn't be at this position, so let's try to employ it now so we can move on. Okay? Nothing back and forth. You did that. I ain't got time for that. Talk about essential things. Things that are essential to the situation that you're dealing with. That's all. We ain't get together to reminisce and have a kumbaya moment. We're trying to take care of a scenario so we can air out our differences and move on. Talk it out. Respectfully. Harmoniously. Talking, not arguing, not shouting. Talking. Talk with reason and respect. All these things that if you're negotiating and if you're taking care of in-house situations, these are the things that you need to have in place. That's how it will work. Talk to gain understanding and resolution for the problem that you are addressing. Priority one, take care of the problem. You find out that once that's done, all of a sudden, now we reminiscing, we heading toward that kumbaya moment. Yeah, we've reached a level of understanding between each other. That's family love. Talk, don't holler. It never works. Okay, last one, and I'll be done. I appreciate you tuning in. I ain't got much of time. This was a quickie. See, some things, my old days, I would run through this, so yeah, this is pretty much like that. But bringing back the concept that haven't changed. We still have same family issues. And this was done 5/6/19. Still here. All my stuff, okay? So I'm reaching in my bag of tricks, that's what I'm saying. Bringing out some old stuff, but relevant again. All right, here you go. Again, lessons. Last one. Listen. Don't hear. I hear you. No, you're not. You're just saying that because it ain't really penetrating. When you're listening, that means you're attentive. You're paying attention. You're hanging on to every word. You're understanding what's being said to you. Hopefully, that's what listening is all about. Hearing is just, yeah, I hear you. Understanding. Let's go. Last one. You listen. Here you go. Intently. Don't just hear words coming out their mouth. I know people who, when you're talking to them, all they want to do is wait for you to get done so they can say what they want to say and expect you to hear and listen to them. That's very disingenuous and disrespectful. Listen respectfully. That's what you want when you're talking. We all want to talk, but a lot of us don't want to listen. I'm an avid listener. Why? Because when I talk, I expect to be listened to too. So I'm listening to you. I give, always. Listen completely. Stop interrupting. Major flaw in having a discussion back and forth. When one person is talking, the other person listen. But when the other person starts talking, the other person who spoke and didn't get interrupted will interrupt you. Not fair, not respectful. So understand that. I call it holding your water. If you got something to say on what I'm saying, hold it till I get done. I do. Listen, even if you don't like what's being said. I can listen. I don't have to like it, but I'm listening. I don't like it because I'm listening. I'm hearing things that I don't like, but I'm going to let it be said. I'm going to listen. That's what it's all about. If you're listening, that's what you're doing. Now you're comprehending and interpreting, understanding what's being said, but you are listening. If you start to bro about what you want to say and interrupt them, that's what that is, interrupting somebody while they're speaking. If you're doing it, you don't want to be interrupted. But you'll be quick to interrupt somebody else. Give them the same respect that you expect. Come on, man. That's annoying to me. Last one, I'm done with you. I appreciate you tuning in, but this is a lesson I hope made a difference in your family dealings that you're going to deal with, because we all going to have them. Listen so that your response is what was about that was being said to you. Don't nothing frustrate me more than talk for a minute or two, and the first response come out the person I'm talking to, mouth is about something totally different. It's not listening. I appreciate it. Hope you're listening. I'll be back. You know I got some more for you.